Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, What the Beck. In this video, I'm going to be setting up January 2019, which doesn't even feel like a real year that's allowed to exist, but I guess it's almost here, so I have to plan for it, and that means a new bullet journal setup video. And the theme for this one, it was going to be like cookies, but I kind of turned it into like just general like sweets themed because I forgot to take my washi tape case home with me for the holiday, and so I only had the ones my mom gave me for Christmas, and I had a donut one and a sprinkle one, and I'm like, that could work. So I decided to do the sweet theme, and it's also kind of like galaxy theme too because of the colors I used, but you'll see that when I color them in. I don't think I'm going to make a New Year's resolution this year, just because I want to focus on multiple things, and I think it'll just be easier to like work towards the goals I already have rather than choosing something specific to focus on. So my goals that are like ongoing from last year are obviously graduating college and getting good grades while doing that, maintaining like a really good communicative relationship, not sure if that's a word, but making sure I communicate things with my partner and put effort into our interactions, and well, just getting like closer to my family, which is really good. My dad is actually retiring very soon, so he is in a really great mood and he's fun to hang out with, so I want to hang out with my family more. And yeah, I think that's pretty much my main goals right now. The sugar cookies on the title page were actually inspired by like Instagram icing flooding videos, which I'm like really interested in, and I watch like all of them. Every day I go in and check for more of those videos. But I was actually going to attempt to make sugar cookies with royal icing, and my sister and I are planning on doing it sometime this week. But we're like totally new at it, so we're not sure how it's gonna go. But we baked the cookies already, and we just have to make the icing, and yeah, we're looking forward to decorating them. My sister has actually recently decided that she wants to be some type of baker or like chef or food person for her career, so she's getting really into making all sorts of things. I mean, she was always into baking and cooking things, but she really doesn't want to be the only one making dinner, so she tells us, I'm not making dinner tonight, I have too much homework. But she is really good at making things, and I am not that good at eating them, so I feel kind of bad that I can't eat everything she makes, but I trust that it's good. Something that I was really looking forward to for January and the new year in general is I was able to get a vertical layout Erin Condren planner, which was like the one that I was saving up for, but I didn't even have to pay it because my amazing mom bought it for me on Black Friday when there was a huge sale, and she made me wait until Christmas to get it, and I'm just really excited to have it now because it feels like I'm meant to use that one, because I was using the Happy Planner for the longest time, but it's actually not my favorite planner, like aesthetically, because of the way the Happy Planner is like super gendered, and I just really don't vibe with the aesthetics on it. But I needed a planner, so I got the cheapest one that was the most accessible to me, and that happened to be Happy Planner. But I do really love their sticker books, and I actually just bought 3 on sale. They were like $8 each, but I'm pretty sure the sale is over on the 30th, so if it's not 30th, then you can pick them up. But yeah, Happy Planner just really doesn't vibe with me, but I think the Erin Condren is neutral enough that I can use it and I can add my own spin to it without it being like too feminine for my taste. Speaking of gendered things, I'm actually really honored to have been a guest on Cindy's podcast, and it's the Uncurated Life podcast, and I was on an episode about gender and planning, and that is set to come out on the 31st, so like the day before New Year's, and we had a really good chat about how things are gendered why they're gendered and what companies can do to make things more neutral, or at least like offer more specific things for those of us who don't fit into their current demographic. And it was a really nice conversation. I was really nervous the whole time, and I kept drinking my water and juice because I didn't want to like talk over Cindy, because, you know, it's kind of like I look up to her and she's my inspiration. So I'm like, okay, you can talk until you finish and then I'll respond. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the podcast turned out. Again, it was a really fun time. And yeah, in the video right now, as you can see, I drew in a bunch of squares, and that's supposed to represent like a wire cooling rack. And I know that it looks like the cookies like aren't supported at all because it's so big, but I really didn't want to put any more time into the cover page, because if I made the squares smaller so that the cookies were supported better, I would be using like twice the amount of time. And I already had a miscalculation problem on the side with the snowman. If you look right next to the snowman, I messed up that part. But yeah, so now I'm trying a future log for the first time, and I've never had one of these before, obviously, as it's my first time. So I only did 4 months because I really don't think I can fit that much more in this journal, because I did do a flip through that will be going up on the 31st, I believe, and I flipped through my Dingbats journal, and I really don't have a ton of space left. Like, I can definitely fit a few months, but not a whole year. So I'll be moving into another one later this year, and I just wanted to decorate it with the sweet theme and the galaxy colors, so that's what I'm doing here. And the worst part about this washi that my mom got me is that they have like foil on it, or like multiple of them have foil, which is pretty, but it's not like the bougie Simply Gilded washi where it sticks to itself. They have like paper on them, and I have to peel them off and keep track of them to throw them out, and it's just super annoying. If you're noticing that this video has 10 times better lighting than my last one, that's probably thanks to my mom, because she got me an awesome studio light from Amazon for Christmas, and I think it works really well, but I might buy another one eventually, because I feel like it will be more even light if I have one on either side of the desk. But this is just one, like, imagine in front of my bullet journal, it was angled downward over it, and I think it worked pretty well, especially for me being a beginner and not really knowing how lighting works. But yeah, I'm really grateful that my mom got me that present, because it was very useful, and I will definitely be using it for the whole year. So now we're getting into my habit tracker spread, and this is actually substantially downsized from what I used to do. I used to struggle to fit all of my habits on one page, and now I only have 14 things to go through every day, not including my social media tracker and my sleep schedule and bedtime, or the bedtime and mental health tracker. And I actually like this because it's hard for me to remember what happened in a day. If I'm not at my book all the time, I don't really put it in, so I need to recall what happened that day, and having less things to track will help me be able to recall them better. And I also called the tracker achievements because, as I said before, the achievements title is more positive than tracker to me, so I like to put it in there so it's kind of like, it's like positive reinforcement basically. And then I'm just coloring those letters in with Galaxy colored pencils. These aren't my, these aren't my signature watercolor pencils. These are just regular artist grade pencils. And the reason that I am using them is because, one, I'm at home and they were at home, but two, we found them when we were doing a massive decluttering of our craft room. So maybe once we finish the craft room and we organize it, then I can do a tour of that. I think that would be a really cool video to do. And, well, I don't live here, but I am going to be using the craft room while I'm here, so I'll probably do a tour of that space, and then I can give a tour of my planner space at my dorm or my apartment at college. I think that could be a cool comparison. So if you want to see either of those videos, just leave me a comment telling me which ones you'd want to see. My mom did a great job picking out these washi tapes, even though they have the annoying backing on them, because they're super cute. And I also have one that has like rainbows on it, and I actually used it to personalize some headphones, and it looks really cute now, and I'm just really happy with it because y'all know I love rainbows. And it's like a symbol for pride, and also just it's very colorful, and I'm an artist, so I love color. But the little skinny ones you see are actually really useful, and I'm super happy because they fit perfectly between the boxes of my Erin Condren planner, which is like amazing to me because it's like the perfect measurement to fit in between the boxes, and I don't know why I'm so happy about that, but I guess it's just to make headers. But yeah, super excited about that, and using these cute little washi tapes. And they're also pastel, which I didn't have a lot of pastel washi tape. Now we're doing my lettering spread, I guess. I didn't write lettering, I wrote Llamas Love Lettering Every Damn Day, or the hashtag, because that is the prompt list that I'm using, and it's made by no other than Cindy, and obviously links in the description to her challenge. But I was able to get these early because I'm a patron, so that's why I had them in here to film. But here I am using some not really sweet themed washi, but it was blue, and that matched with the you can see I'm getting tangled with it. The blue matched with the galaxy theme that I was trying to use, so I decided to use it, and it's just really cute, like cloudy washi tape. And then I'm also ripping my skinny washis. I didn't want to rip the thick one because it could go way off kilter and that might annoy me, but you know, I can rip it sometimes. And then onto my best and worst spread, which has been really helpful, and it really does help me to contextualize where my day was. So if like the worst thing on the worst side is that my pants got a hole in them, I know it wasn't that bad of a day, but if the worst thing is that I had an anxiety attack, I know that that was worse of a day, and that can help me place my number on the scale on the previous tracker for my mental health, because otherwise I don't really equate a number with how my day went. I'm just like, well, I lived another day, I guess. But yeah, so this does really help me, and if you want to implement this and show me a picture of your spread on Instagram, you can tag me at Edible Wishes, and I'll be sure to like it and leave you a comment. I thought this upper space was kind of bare, so I just added in some hearts, and then I realized that I didn't number the entire thing, so I went ahead and did that. And I have kind of cut out the line work and numbering from my monthly bullet journal videos because I feel like my head always gets in the way of the camera, so I'd rather just do the outline first and then do the pretty lettering and washi tape on camera. But yeah, and then the next spread we're doing is the weekly, I think? Yeah, this is the weekly, and I'm trying something new. I'm not putting a certain amount of space for each day. I'm just decorating the border, and then I'm going to draw a title for the first, and then once I'm done with the first, I'll put the second underneath of it. That way I don't waste space, because I am trying to fit a couple months in this journal before I get to a new journal, and I think that's going to help me just save space. And again, using this really cute washi that my mom got me, and I'm sorry that the bottom half is out of frame, but I was putting washi on the bottom as well, and I do move it up in a second so that you can see it. And then I just went and added the lettering for January 1st, which is crazy. It's not supposed to be January yet, but I guess I can't help it. But if you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. You can click on some other videos on screen now if you'd like to watch those, and leave me a comment saying anything you want regarding the bullet journal setup. I really love comments, and I will always respond and heart comments. So thanks for watching. Bye.